How you guys doing today? Welcome back to the channel. It's 12/2/2021. Merry Chrysler to us. Early gift. The market's in a little like complete trash today, but I mean, if you sell off like 6% then come back 1 is really an accomplishment. Well, my book it is. We're looking better than we were before. It's pretty good. If you are new here, welcome. My name's Evan. This is Evan's Trade. Some updates. One, I'm talking to a copyright lawyer to get an actual copyright and trademark for this channel. It's going to be all new branding. Stay tuned for that. I want to have my own stuff. I want to have my own little slice of the pie. So stay tuned for some really cool new stuff coming out. We're going to have a whole website, some great stuff, maybe merch one day. We're going to see. But overall, that's on the way. The big thing that a lot of folks like is the class that I made. The class is 25 parts for free on YouTube. The other 25 are on my community. They're free there for you as well. Tomorrow at 7 a.m., lessons 26 through 38, what I have done so far, the previews will be on this channel as well. Before you really dive into what I have on the community so as far as the class goes, check out those previews. Make sure everything that I make content-wise, you're going to enjoy the full version of. So check that out tomorrow morning. When it comes to the class, we're going to talk all about that later, but there is a link for you right now. It's on my YouTube, which you're here now, so make sure you guys check that out as well. When it comes to the community I've been discussing here, the 5 morning newsletters, the 5 nightly newsletters, the ticker updates that I do, all the stuff that I do, the early video access, the access to me, ask me questions, constantly on there asking questions, my admin who do stuff, options plays are on there as well. That's in the description box down below. Go check it out. I do not charge until January 1st, so go check it out for free the next few days. I appreciate that. Third, yesterday's video, many stocks did take off, but some are still at value. Check right here for yesterday's video if you want to see more content. Lastly, is that volume profile is what I use for my charting. On the screen now is a chart of what I use for my own charting and what every line means. I don't have the time now to discuss volume profile, but in the top right corner, I think it's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, right there. In the top right corner is the video for volume profile. Check that out as well. As someone who makes watch lists for this content, I cannot be more appreciative of you guys liking, subscribing, hitting that bell notification, and staying around. I love what y'all do. I love that you guys are here. This is the only channel I know that was born out of COVID, and now it's doing some really good stuff for people with this great free content. If you enjoy this content, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. If you watched the full intro, congrats. Let's do a weekend giveaway. Someone in the comments section, whoever comments their favorite stock going into Friday and into next week, will win $10. Yes, it's as simple as that. Like, subscribe, comment your favorite stock going into next week. It'd be one of mine, one of yours. Whoever comments can win over $10. I know. Oh my God. $10, but again, it's something. Go ahead and comment down below. With that being said, 8 great stocks. Let's check them out together. Let's get into it. So first is NIVA, a fantastic uptrend. What I want to get across to you for this one, again, as all resistances become support, this trend line's looking good. This is an obvious broadening wedge. What that means is that the resistance trend line and the supporting trend line are at different angles. It looks like a megaphone like this. I'm talking so because I just had fajitas. Oh, I love Mexican food. What this means is that eventually, with this pattern, it's going to break up or down eventually. But it's either going to hug the supporting trend line or the resistance trend line and form a new pattern. So the overall key with this is to know eventually NIVA will form a new pattern. The good news is it's looking pretty bullish. So not going to full send it hoping to hit 20 bucks tomorrow, which is probably not going to happen. But eventually it's going to either play off for this line or this line and not hit the other one ever again and make a new pattern. But right here, we're pushing volume, looking good, higher highs, higher lows across the board. Fantastic support area. Again, I do want it 2 or 3% lower, but right here, it's great for a watch list item. Great higher lows, great trend up. I love what I see. Let's check the indicators together. What's so cool about this channel is I actually don't scan with or use indicators when it comes to charting or scanning. We have a saying here that indicators show you 4 things. It's that old famous TV show plus a V, MTV. Indicators show you momentum, trend, volume, and volatility. If you didn't know that, now you know, in the words of Biggie Smalls himself. So indicators is what a lot of beginner traders use as a crutch. They're going to use that as something to kind of rely on and show them more than they need to. All it's here to show you is clarity when it comes to entering and exiting, and also momentum, trend, volume, volatility, and that's it. If you are new, TA is the cake. indicators of the icing. If you are brand new to all this, let's see what I see live without seeing it before and see if you guys can see and learn from me talking about it. Let's check it out together. My cat's all hype right now. NIVA's 200 EMA line bounce is what we're looking for. Again, I do want it lower. Though this 200 does hold, that's going to be a great sign of life and of a bounce. The 10 crossover is also absolutely goated. It looks really good here. So waiting for a 10 cross is about 1.5%. You cross over that blue line tomorrow and it keeps trucking along, you'll be good to go, looking fine to me. 200 bounce or 10 cross both work fine. RSI's at 39. It's a fair value. You do want a little bit lower, but this is just fine. Stochastic, no true divergence. If we do hold here, that'll prove to become one, but right here, no divergence. Bulls and bears are both going sideways. Bulls are lower, getting this selling off. But as of recently, we're starting to kind of find some ground here and go horizontal here. Most big moves up, most big moves down come after consolidation. We're seeing the vortex and the price action showing some form of small consolidation here. At INVA, I would definitely watch this dip. I like what I see. Good kitty. Next is LRN Stride Inc. Because that makes sense. Because Stride has an L and an N in it. Stupid. LRN's a fantastic channel up. We've called it before. We called it like here. And we called it here. Having great success. And again, this support line around $32 and $33 is rock solid. Looking really good. Now the trend up does have one small break, but this resistance trend, exact same trend as the supporting one. I'm even sure if I were to come through here with like a channel and put it probably right about here, we can see it bounces towards the middle area too right here, right? It's like a regression line. LRN has a great uptrend, great old resistance area, right? These all resistance is becoming a support. Again, we're risking 2 or 3 to hopefully make about 16 or 17 eventually. I love what I see. It looks really good. Let's check the indicators together real quick. We can see that the 200 crossover is fine. Same with the 10. When it crosses the 10, we have some really good run-ups here. When we cross the 200, they click wrong because my cat's over my hand right now. I have one hand. When we cross the 200, we get our best life. So again, waiting for a crossover over the 10 or the 200 is fine. Sure, a 50 cross is nice, but so far away, I'm not worried about that right now. But again, both work fine. RSI, it's low. Stochastic, it's low. Bulls are low, bears are high. LRN, it's 2 for 2 so far. Can we make it 3 for 3? It's done everything that we've wanted. It's a fantastic value. The markets are turning around right when we need them to. If they hold tomorrow, it could be a great pick into Friday or into the next week. I love it. I'd watch list it. Next is MNKD. This is a gorgeous ascending triangle. Crab Ragoons and ascending triangles just get me torqued. This is my favorite kind of setup. We have a great resistance here at the volume profile line. And look it's just getting nice and tight with higher lows across the board. I don't love penny stocks as far as volatility goes, especially in a market that's kind of selling off. But look how quick it reverses. Mine is this stupid candle right here. It reverses very quickly. We have to be ready for it to reverse quickly. Again, I do want it 4 or 5% lower. But this thing is primed to move 20% if it gets a good move. You may be in it 1 or 2 months to get your full 20%. But again, right here, it's an absolute dime piece of a support. POC being a support. Trends here, it's great convergence. I just love what I see. Let's check the indicators together. The 250 are fairly worthless. I'm not really worried about that. What the 200 is showing me is that it's going sideways. The other 200, since even when we zoomed in, has moved very little over the long period of time here. I'm going to put more emphasis into the supporting play, if that's the case. What I mean is take your highest EMA, SMA, MA line. If it's pointed up, follow an upward trend. If it's pointing sideways, follow a horizontal trend. If it's pointing downward, find a downward trend. Seeing as this one's going sideways, it's showing consolidation. I'll go off of the support play. Again, the trend is very nice, but again, I think the optimal value is that support play. So I think we do have a little bit more room to drop, but again, we're talking 3 or 4%. Let's not get our tighty whities in a bunch. 10 crosses are fine. Otherwise, I don't care about EMA lines here. RSI, it's low. Stochastic, it's low. Bulls are low. Bears are high. I mean, this is John Stockton. This is where old throwback. Your boy gets the ball and goes, oh, pump fake, pass. And you guys just take that and just, oh, and I'm home. MNKD has everything you'd want to see. It has fantastic looking value here. If it holds tomorrow, massive potential, low risk. I just love what I see. I'd watch list it. Next is out, O-U-T. As we can see, that rhymed. Keep it easy, baby. I should rhyme. I should rap. That's cool. Not really. This is a great uptrend. It's already showing life. Now, again, with a big move like this, you know, this is not very characteristic of the old price action. Maybe a new trend starts, maybe a new pattern. And again, I wouldn't be buying in at 25.27. I'm looking probably towards 24.30. So again, this is one, if tomorrow's red, you watch. If tomorrow's green, INVA, LRN, MNKD so far is what I'd watch. If it's red, OUT should be the top of your list so far. Because if it does pull back to 24, you're still going to be in pattern and still going to be in trend. Not only that, the POC is the strongest support, as we can see. This is a traditional support, and that's the trend line. This pulls back even farther to here. You're golden. So again, if it's red tomorrow, check out. Fantastic trend up. It was an old descending triangle. It's breaking out. I just love what I see overall. When it comes to our indicators, a 200 cross would sway me the other way. Even a 10 cross. Look at the 10 crosses. You cross over, run up. Even here, that's still 8% run up. When you cross the 10, your worst case Ontario is going to be a break even. That's why it's dying at the 200. You break over tomorrow, you can then adjust the stop loss beneath the 200 or the 10 accordingly. Both work great here. RSI's at 40, stochastic is low, they consolidating. Again, this makes sense. All right, it's a little bit of a bullish divergence because you have even bottoms, but again, these are not even, so it's there, but it's not really there. I wouldn't worry about it. Just a good value. Bulls are low, bears are high. I would not go for OUT at 25.25. If it does get more life, buy the 10 cross, go long, move your stop loss up. If it does dip, you can easily buy in that 25, 24, 50 range, just a bit lower, and probably have yourself a good old time. Otherwise, I'm going to wait for tomorrow, and as I said, if it's a red day, that's where I'm looking. If it's going to be a green day, I'm not looking there unless it's a crossover. But overall, OUT should definitely be watch listed. Next is ULTA. Damn. What a day. I think my fiance, who loves ULTA, has itself pushed the earnings much higher here. Probably done a good job helping. I'm sure everyone's fiance and wives do that. But what a fantastic play. Am I going to buy here? No. Could you easily short at 420? Stupid high. You could definitely short at 420 here if you wanted to short for sure as it kind of consolidates. I'd buy at 380. I'm not going to take any time to talk about this. All I'm going to say is if you were in the Discord, I called ULTA twice today, said, looks pretty good. Right when it hit literally at, 370, I said, looks pretty good. Easy buy. If it holds here, it's fantastic. Not going to go more into it. You can short higher, but overall, watch this. It took off without you. Suck to suck. Next is UTHR. This is what ULTA looks like and what MNKD look like, right? Nice ascending triangles. I love these the most. Look at this. Boop. Boop. We're just pressuring this 210 area consistently. Right here, we're risking what? 2, 3%. A full move is about 12, 4 to 1. Higher lows. Great support off of a gap, 2 gaps, 3 gaps almost. All these gap areas are going to be great supports. If it breaks down, you just get out. You can probably get a good support play towards 171. But right here, not showing much life. I'm not overly excited to get in. But if it does dip 1 or 2 more percent, the risk versus reward is immaculate. It makes complete sense. I want to sell off just a bit more. And if it doesn't sell off more, give me a bullish engulfing. Give Daddy one of those, and we'll be good to go. But UTHR has to be watch listed. I just love what I see here. When it comes to the indicators, a 10 cross is within reach. It's within striking distance, and it has good ones. See that? Ran up all the way, almost perfectly. See this? Ran up perfectly. Perfect. So again, a 10 cross is fine. I don't like giving up more than like 3%. It's only 1.15 here. A 50 cross is too far away. 200 is too far away. But that 10 cross, if you want that, certainly go for it. RSI, it's low. Stochastic, it's low. Bulls are low. Bears are high. UTHR has everything you want to see in a stock, honestly. I mean, besides that 10 crossover not happening, it's almost perfect 9 out of 10. Once you get that 10 cross, you're in for momentum. Put a stop loss right below it. Your worst case is going to be breaking even. But UTHR is what MNKD and ULTA have combined that value. I just love what I see. Next is VSTM. The easiest play. What we lack in convergence, where you have all this support, resistance, trend lines, patterns, email lines, where we lack in all the converging buying factors, We get in simplicity. So again, it's give and take with these kinds of things. We don't have a trend line at all. If you try to fit one in here, you're just being stupid. You could be like, oh, here's the trend line right there. Well, you're fitting it. It doesn't really work, right? This is a huge move up. It's come down. It's now found support at 250. And look it's already showing life. It's up 4% since I called it and put the newsletter out on my, Patreon and Discord. It's already at 4%. Very simple support play. It's a great penny stock. Again, you're risking what? Even here, you're risking 5%. A move to this resistance here is 8%. A full move to 327 here is about 25. It's still 5-to-1 odds. It's fantastic. I don't think the EMA lines mean much here. I think 10 crosses are fine. I think 200 crosses are better. And 50, purple line, is optimal. But right here, I mean, you can do a 10 cross for sure. Give up a percent to have that. But besides that 10 cross, like today's theme, EMA lines are fairly worthless since this sell-off has happened. RSI's at 40. You want that lower. And again, you want to kind of have a small pullback, but 40 is still fine. Stochastic is low, showing a nice bullish divergence. Look at these are higher lows. These, my dear Watson, are lower lows. Obvious bullish divergence happening. Bulls are low, bears are high. I wouldn't full send any penny stock with what the Russell 2000 is doing at the moment. But if I were to full send any, which is ill-advised, I think this would be a good choice. I'd definitely scale in here. I'd watch for value. But overall, VSTM, I would probably play larger caps here, if I'm being honest. But if I did want to play a penny stock, this would probably be it. VSTM, I love what I see. Last is Zip. Zip is really good looking here. Zip Recruiter. Brand new IPO. It's already worth over $1 billion. Very great uptrend that matches the resistance trend here. That's what you want to see with this kind of time frame of the 360-day, 4-hour. Custom made. I can show you how to make that later if you want me to. But it just is a very beautiful uptrend, and it's showing life. Again, I said this looks good earlier. It's already up 3.6%. If macro markets hold, this has a really good sign of doing very well. It's been very consistent. Look how quick the reversals are. 2 or 3 days. A day. It's very quick. If we get another green tomorrow, this bad boy may be off to the races to hit at least 3% more, 8% more, if not more. Zip Recruiter with the job market, it's a very interesting stock to say fundamentally in the least. I love what I see. When it comes to the EMA lines, the 10 crossover is beautiful. Absolutely textbook. Ooh, Daddy likes. Oh, Papa like. When you cross over the 10, worst case scenario, break even usually. 200 crosses even better. See this 200 support? You break over that, we're really good to go. RSI's at 39. Stochastic, it's low. Small bullish divergence forming. I don't think it's overly critical, but we can see it's kind of forming. Bulls are low, bears are high. Overall, ZIP Zip Recruiter looks fantastic. I would definitely watch this into the rest of this week. I just love what I see. With that being said, I appreciate you guys. Fantastic for y'all sticking around. Once again, if you really enjoy this content, comment down below. I'll give someone $10 because, well, Merry Chrysler to you. Happy to see you guys. I'm not going to probably make a video tomorrow. It's Friday. And I think I did bring back the Saturday videos, a little. I've been so busy. I want to get this course knocked out and then move on to some other projects. And then I may get back to those Saturday videos. With that being said, have a good rest of you guys this weekend. It's been a pleasure seeing you guys. Thanks again for the support. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks.